Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to some more Overwatch. Now over the last couple of days I've been playing quite a little bit of competitive. And one of the things that I've noticed in competitive is that not a lot of people enjoy playing a healer. I really don't mind doing that though. I've been playing a ton of that for that matter, and I've been playing a lot of Lucio and I've been playing a lot of Mercy. Now for Mercy I got cool skins. I got a couple of cool skins for Mercy. However, for Lucio I only have this pink one. And while this pink one isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, it's not quite a legendary yet. So today, we're gonna be unlocking the Hippityhop Lucio skin right now, right here. It's a little expensive, but there we go. Now we got a frog as a face. Nice. Alrighty, so we are here in a quick match on the attacking team on the Temple of Anubis, and there we are. Rocking out to some music with a frog as a face. I still don't quite understand the mask very well, but at the very least, you know, we got the skin ready to go. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely one of the more interesting skins in the game. It does look very different than the other ones, but I actually kind of like it. Like, it's one of those skins that's very unique, right? And it's very clearly, I mean, I don't want to, you know, say very clearly, but it's pretty clear that they have been inspired by Deadmau5, right? He always goes on stage with, you know, a mouse as a face, and I mean, it only would make sense. Either way though, on Lucio we got two different buffs. First and foremost, we got a heal. An area of effect heal that basically heals all of the allies that are in line of sight. So for example, right now, our, you know, monkey right there, also known as Winston, is getting some healing from me. And I can basically increase that effect of healing with my E ability. The E ability is called Amp It Up, and what happens is that I will be able to increase the strength of the buff that I can provide. Now on the fly, I can also switch the heal that I'm currently using to a, well, I'm not gonna go there, sir, to a speed boost instead. So the speed boost obviously is extremely helpful too. Does allow you to, oh man, I'm taking a lot of damage here. The speed boost can also be pretty helpful to, for example, get out of trouble, and that also goes off on all of my allies. Now, I can obviously increase that one too with the Amp It Up ability, and the nice thing is that I can switch between the two on the fly. Now, I need to make sure that I stay close to my allies, but obviously, whoo, all of a sudden I saw a Riptire there, but obviously I can't really do this all by myself, right? So, I'm gonna start pushing forward. I got a really helpful E ability as well that, generally speaking, gives a lot of help to the enemy or to the ally team, but I can push people away with the right mouse button click, as well as shoot allies, or shoot enemies rather, with my left mouse button click too. Now, one thing to note about this hero is that obviously we are a support, right? We are a healer, meaning that, generally speaking, you're one of those heroes that can carry a team, but it's really up to your allies to start pushing onwards. Now, I do have the Amp It Up ability right now available. We are gonna start pushing, and as you may have already noticed, we got a ton of healing. The sound barrier ability is one of the most powerful ones in the game, and I actually used it right there. Seems like we weren't actually getting all too much use out of it. But the sound barrier ultimate basically allows the enemy team, or the ally team rather, to take a ton of increased healing. They very rapidly gain a whole bunch of extra sustain, which is super helpful in case you need to push into certain objectives. Now, we are immediately dropping onto A, and obviously my speed boost helped out a lot there in getting towards the objective a little bit faster. We're currently capturing it, and with that, game is going to be over. So I would say this actually showcases the strength of Lucio quite well, and there we are, standing, touching our headphone. But that speed boost really helps out so much when you're trying to move between objectives, and obviously the healing as well as the ultimate are just really powerful. Now this is where we nearly died, but it wasn't quite close to it just yet. But we did end up taking a very solid victory. By the way, don't be like my ally there. Don't be like that guy. Oh man, for the second match I just joined an ongoing lobby on Dorado. Apparently one of the allies ended up leaving the game. That's alright, we'll just start helping out these guys instead. Ooh, man, I almost just died right from the get-go. That would have not been good, but apparently some of the allies left. Now, one of the nice things about Lucio that I didn't mention just yet is that the fact that you have this much, you know, this much HP. I mean, you only have 200 in total, but the fact that you heal yourself up by just simply using your passive ability is extremely helpful. In a lot of scenarios, I find myself to be like feeling like I'm closer to 400 HP rather than the one that we are currently actually at. Now, one of the enemies I think ended up asking whether or not I am Lowko. I guess I am. I'll tell him shortly, but either way, we should be in a okay spot, at least for the moment. Now, they will be getting an additional 2 minutes, which means that they got 7 minutes for the final objective here to be escorted. So, little bit unfortunate thus far. Means that, obviously they're gonna be in a pretty good, powerful place here. But, you know, all things considered, I don't think this is quite game over yet. We will be able to start putting up the defenses quite nicely. Now, one of the things you can do on Lucio too is wall ride, which is really fun. I actually really like that. You can oftentimes get to locations that other allies have a hard time getting to. Oh man, no, Lowko! Woo! You can get to places where other allies have a hard time getting into, but more importantly, you can get to, you know, you can get to safety in some scenarios where you just simply, oh man, where you come from, dude? But you can get to safety, for example, when jumping down the pit on Ilios, or you can skate yourself back up on other maps as well. Really quite helpful. I'm trying to push away this guy. Oh man, once again, oh, he's got me in his sights. Thank you very much, Mr. Diva, or Miss Diva, rather. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, we are on fire now, so that's good. Don't know if this is too late though, because they are still escorting it. I'm a little bit low. Gonna go ahead and grab the heals here. But the nice thing about the self-heal is that oftentimes it really feels like you have a lot more HP than you do. Okay, 5 minutes and 35 seconds. I think it's doable. I genuinely think it's doable. Now, most of the time, by the way, I focus on... Wow, really? Really, dude? Oh, he just ultis and then gets out? Alright. Generally speaking, it really feels like you have a lot more HP than you actually do. And that's just because you always heal yourself up. Now, I got my ulti here ready to go. Don't really want to waste it, though. It's all about finding a good moment for it. I already ended up wasting it on the temple, at least somewhat. It ended up still allowing us to capture A, so I guess that's that, but... Either way, if you manage to hold on here for an additional 5 minutes, we will end up picking up the victory. Now, obviously, I gotta make sure that I heal up all of my allies. You still, by the way, passively heal as well when your E is not up. But it's definitely way more powerful. Now, it's time to use the ulti here, as apparently there are several ultis from the opponents in play right now, which should allow us to all stay alive, which is exactly what just did happen. And that's one of the strengths of the sound barrier ulti. On top of that, obviously, oftentimes you can push forward because of it, and you can capture objectives or just barely hold on from the different kinds of, ultis that are available in the game, just because of the ultimate that Lucio has. Now, one of the things I've noticed as well is that Lucio doesn't seem to really get this, like, the play of the game ever. Like, I have not seen play of the games from Lucio in a very long time. And I mean, it's just difficult to judge, I guess, how powerful he is. I'm pretty sure he's like the least play of the game hero, if that makes any sense. Like, there is only so many heroes that can get that, but definitely Lucio is not one of them. Now you can see, right? Since all of my allies are closely together, and we did just almost go down there, but since all of my allies are closely together, we are actually doing a stupid amount of healing. Like, a ton of healing. And it helps out a lot because, well, as you may have already noticed as well, out of those 6 minutes or so that we had initially, there's only a couple of minutes remaining. I probably could have killed him there. A little bit of a mistake right there by me. You need healing, dude? You're at full HP. I need armor packs. What about that? Have you thought about that, Mr. Torbjorn? Anyhow. Oh, there you go. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you very much, dude. Alrighty. Now, we're doing rather well. Now, it looks like some of my allies are splitting up, which is not really where we want to be at. This is not really what we want. We want to make sure that everyone stays together. So, I'm hoping that people are going to stay grouped up, because there is definitely a chance that we're going to be capable of holding back. Here. And this turret actually is a really annoying place. We did end up getting another elimination, but you can see, right? Because we heal ourselves as much as we do, this hero is super nice when it comes to eliminations and all that, and it's still, sometimes you can get some really crazy good, you know, kill streaks going. Now, once again, gonna go ahead and use my ulti as they are advancing forward. We really don't want to have that happen to us, and while there technically wasn't any ultis, they were all pushing, so using the ulti there made sure that they're gonna all split up. Hopefully we can get this girl as well. There we go, she ends up falling. And all in all, there's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. I mean, I don't want to say we saved the day, but until we joined, they were definitely losing. I mean, they were in a really bad spot. Don't kill anyone, please, McCree. Using line of sight blocks there to make sure that he can't get a perfect kill. Although, this ulti right here is a pain. And I do end up falling there. Very nice push by Genji, not gonna lie. That was an extremely well done play, and I didn't have my ulti available. So not much we can do. If I would have had my ulti, I probably could have kept a couple of my allies alive. But we'll just start boosting back into the combat here. But it looks like they are at the very least, you know, breaking our position now. Okay, let's see if we can heal up Soldier. Yeah, they are pushing onwards. This is not good. This is not good. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. Nice play right there by them, though. We need to start healing as many of our allies up once again. But they have broken us. They have broken our position, which is the worst case scenario. Because that basically means that they might be able to push onwards. But the Riptire is going to town. We took out a couple of their allies once again. And if Torbjorn gets his turret in a good position... I don't know exactly where he's currently located. But anyhow, like, if he gets his turret in a good position, we could very well still hold on right here. I'm super low. Whew! He just barely didn't kill me there. I think I had 3 HP. Is what I saw there from the corner of my eye, but... 1 minute remaining. I mean, we're escorting the payload backwards, right? We're escorting the payload backwards. That's good. That is very good. And I mean, a lot of teams seem to shine when you have both a Lucio as well as a Mercy on set team. Like, Mercy and Lucio are a really good combination of heroes just because they complement each other well. Like, Mercy really allows for single target healing, whereas Lucio goes for the area of effect, and I actually really like that combination. Seems to be rather popular in competitive, if anyone wants to play a healer, that is. We nearly do have our ultimate good to go. And we'll save that just in case they make a big push. Just in case they make a big push here and we, you know, need to all stay alive. Oh, well, there we go. This could be that push I was talking about. We'll go ahead and use our ultimate here. Last couple of seconds. If we can push them away, that would be great. And it looks like, oh, there's gonna be a little bit of overtime apparently. But it looks like we did manage to just obtain the victory here. Very nice game. I mean, I don't want to say we saved the day. But it kind of did feel like we saved the day, right? I mean, we did 7 or 15 eliminations with 7,000 HP healed. 1 death in total. Looks like Torbjorn did indeed get to play the game here. I haven't seen too many Lucio plays of the game in general, but... that was a pretty sweet ulti there, man. Sick Q of the game. Nice. Alrighty, and for the final game, we find ourselves on the defending team on Hanamura. So while the team is desperately setting up our defenses, such as for example our Symmetra over here, we are obviously just gonna be hanging out with them. I'll make sure that I'm in the back as much as possible, and over time we should be able to do most healing because of that. Obviously, if necessary, I'll walk forward and push my allies towards the enemies instead. But I'm always gonna be, or push the enemies away from my allies instead. But I'm always gonna be hanging around a little bit more in the back, you know, because honestly, the more you're alive, the more healing you're gonna be capable of doing, and if I can help out with more healing, that is always going to be a positive thing, right? They're actually pushing really aggressively here. They get a couple of nice kills though so far, or at the very least like a bunch of hits in already, which should work out just fine. Hope you don't kill my allies. There we go. And while they made a good push for it, everyone's still topped off. Everyone is still topped off. Looks like they actually have a Zenyatta on their team, which can be a little bit risky. As like I said, I am only at 200 HP in total. And while it feels like you're a little bit more than that, oftentimes, you know, if you don't pay attention and you're not careful, obviously one single headshot will still take you out. But we seem to be alright. Now, one thing to note is that we do have a Symmetra on the team as well. Oh, man. We have a Symmetra on the team as well, so we should be able to get ourselves a teleporter soon enough. Which also is extremely helpful just because it really allows us to establish the place a little bit more. Now, I got my ultimate ready to go. Roadhog walking out a little bit too far. Definitely not worth it. But we'll heal him back up now that he is now full in. Now, one of the things I've noticed is there's a lot of allies or a lot of people in the game, right, that start screaming for heals and are like, I need healing, I need healing. When they're not even close to you, right? And they are way overextending. And that's obviously where you don't want to be at. Now, I can't push him off. Wait, I did get hit by that? How was that even a hit? Mate, I was going to push you into the abyss with my right mouse button click. Oh, no way, dude. No way. No way. I need to get out. And I do get taken out. That's unfortunate, though. I was pretty sure I wasn't caught in that ulti range there of Reinhardt. I, you know, not on accident, stayed to the side of him, but they may have very well just been able to get towards the objective. Now, obviously, we can come back to it really quickly because of Symmetra, and maybe we can still push him off. It looks like we indeed did. Woo, close one. Oh, woo! I didn't think we would be capable of doing so. Now, my right click is super helpful in these kind of scenarios, because if they are close... Oh, and there we go. She does end up falling there. But if we are close to the edge, I can just right click and push them into the abyss, which happens on some maps, like on some of the capture point maps in particular. That helps out a ton. Now, I obviously can't heal up a single target, but... What? Dude! I also didn't think I was in front of that. Am I crazy? Maybe Reinhardt is just having my number today. He did manage to... Yeah, I actually guess I walked into that. Alright, that's my bad.
Let's group up here.
I need healing! Group up! Alright, here we go. Finally, I'm back at the battle. Sadly, our teleporter did end up falling. Gotta make sure I lose line of sight here for just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and just break it down here. Ooh, nice. Did get the counter kill on him there. And so far, we are holding down the objective rather well. While they did make one push, and they did make one really good push, because of Symmetra's ulti, we were all allowed to get back into the combat faster, and Symmetra really being the MVP here. I don't know if you should be there, sir. I mean, this is an example, right, of someone who's way overextending, and he's asking for my heals. Like, that is just... That just, you know, puts me in overextension as well, right? I really don't want to do that. Junkrat actually way off in the back there as well. Quite interesting how that apparently works out. Oof. He, like, keeps on being super close to pushing into the objective, though. Or, like, pushing into the abyss. Trying to heal myself as much as possible. Looks like he's nearly down, though. Dude, there we go. He is pretty difficult to trace, but... There we go. Making some progress, and we'll heal everyone up once again. Oh no, it's high noon. I don't know where he's at. Oh, he died? Okay, good. 20 seconds. 20 seconds right now, or a little bit more, I guess. Nice eyes roll there. Interrupting that charge. And so far, this is looking like an utter clean victory. While there was a moment where things got a little bit scary. Ooh, and this isn't quite game over yet, though. Hold that thought, because they are pushing. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can help down or help out the allies. Once again, heal them up as much as we possibly can. Using my E pretty much on cooldown in these kind of scenarios. All of them end up getting taken out. Sadly, Roadhog overextending there does not quite get the game. Apparently, we unlocked an achievement with that as well. And all in all, we managed to do quite a little bit of work. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and indeed Symmetra gets to play the game because her ultimate is really why we were allowed to get back into the combat. But anyhow, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure you hit that like button, but also make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. And other than that, I do want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!